Welcome. This practice is just over 20 minutes long, but we squeeze a lot of poses into that time. It's for detoxification and digestion, so a lot of twists. So let's get started.
We begin this sequence in child's pose. Put your forehead on the mat, have your knees wide and your feet touching. If it's more comfortable for you to have your arms by your sides, do that. Just be comfortable here. Begin your ujjayi breath, in through your nose and out through your nose. And take this minute to come fully present into your body and into this moment. You can do that by focusing on the sound or the sensations of your breath. You could be curious about the sensations in your body. Maintain this awareness by keep coming back to this focus during your practice. Slowly walk your hands up, open your eyes, and come into table pose. Begin cat and cow here. Exhaling, hunching your back. Inhaling, dropping your stomach, lifting your head and heart, widening your collarbone. And going back and forth on your own breath. And if you can maintain that choice to move on your own breath throughout the practice, because I might not always be in sync with you, and so just wait to move on your own breath. If you miss an Ardha Uttanasana or that's okay. What's really important for you is that you're moving consciously on your breath. And then you can turn side to side, looking down the left side and then the right to get a side body stretch. Then we're going to walk your hands out to puppy pose. So you want to make sure your hips are over your knees here. So you're not sitting back, your hips are over your knees. Try to have your forehead on the mat if you can. This is a beautiful softening pose. Great for the nervous system. And then keeping your hands where they are, lift your body forward to find Sphinx pose. Adjust so your elbows are under your shoulders if you need to. Feel your stomach against the ground. Stretch up through the top of your head. Play with widening your collarbone. Maybe pushing the tops of your thighs into the earth. Make a little pillow for your head and just rock your hips from side to side here, releasing any tension in your back, and push yourself up into downward facing dog. It's your first dog of the day, so be gentle. Your legs certainly do not need to be straight. Walk the dog here, feeling the earth under your hands and pushing down and up. On your next exhale, chunk forward into plank. And on your breath, move back to downward facing dog. Go back and forth between plank and downward facing dog on your own breath. And I'll tell you when we're going to stay in downward facing dog. Okay, have this be your last movement and meet me in down dog now. Beautiful. Look forward and on your exhale, step or hop forward into forward fold, releasing your head here. On your next inhale, lift up halfway with a flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. Step your left foot back as far as you can on the mat. Drop your back knee and lift your hands into a low lunge. If this hurts your back knee, then pull your feet isometrically toward each other, which is why I'm doing that weird signal. So you're lifting up and taking the weight off your back knee. Take your hips back, drop your head, lift your toes. Feel the deep stretch in your front leg. When you're ready, walk your hands forward, grounding your left hand onto the mat. Come into a twist facing your front knee. Bring that hand back down. Tuck your back toes and push off your back foot back into a forward fold. Now step your right leg back, drop your back knee and come into a low lunge on the other side. Check that your front knee is over your ankle here. When you're ready, you can bring your hips back, lift your front toes, and drop your head. Feeling the deep stretch all through the back of that front leg. Walk your hands forward, grounding that right hand onto the mat. Come into a twist from your pelvis, looking up at that top left hand. On your exhale, bring that hand down, pushing off that back foot, come back into a forward fold. Release. Inhale, lift halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing, hands above your head. Exhale, hands by your side. Inhale, lift your hands up. Exhale, come into Utkatasana, chair pose. Stepping your left leg back, stay low, come into crescent. Then you're going to move into a twist, bringing your left hand onto the mat, twisting towards your front knee. Rise back up to find crescent. Pushing off that back foot, come back into Tadasana. Inhale above, exhale, forward fold. Inhale halfway, exhale, fold. Stepping the right leg back, find crescent. When you're ready, you're going to come into a twist again. Exhaling your right hand down to the mat, lifting your left hand and turning towards your front knee. Maybe look up at the sky and check your hand is not going back further. Keep it in line. Bring your hand down, step forward to a forward fold, release your head. Ragdoll here if that feels good. Hands in your elbows, gently swinging from side to side. Knees can be soft. Bring your hands back to the mat and inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Walk your feet out a couple of paces to a wide fold. Plant your right hand under your face on the mat and lift your left hand for a gentle twist. Bring that hand down and just for a single breath, lift the right hand up, turning up to look at the right hand. Bring that hand back down. From here, you're going to ground your two hands into the mat and we're going to step back into lizard. It's a little tricky from this position, but let's lift your left foot, softening your right knee and stretch your left foot back as far as you can on the mat. If your hips are tight, You may want to drop your knees so you can more easily soften into the pose. If your hips are loose, my invitation is to isometrically pull your feet toward each other, holding the muscle energy here. We're going to move into Wild Thing from this position. So when you're ready, that's going to be straightening out that back leg and coming onto the outside edge of your left foot, lifting that front foot over and behind your straight left leg, coming onto the ball of your toes of your right foot. You can also be in any version of side plank here. Step that back foot over and back through, and then push off your foot to come back to forward fold. Switch legs so you're in lizard with your left foot forward here. Do the same version you did on the other leg of lizard, whether that was knee dropped or up. And remembering you're going to move into Wild Thing or side plank from this position by stepping that front foot back and over behind your straight leg. You can turn your heart to the sky or have it more facing the side, whatever works for your shoulders today. And from here, you're going to step back to downward facing dog. So when you're ready, you're going to lift that back foot up and over and find downward facing dog. Take a deep breath here. And on your exhale, look forward and step or hop to forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing, hands above your head. Exhale, fold. Step back to plank here. And then chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And when you're ready, exhale into downward facing dog. You're going to lift your right leg high behind you, bend your right knee, stack your hips, and then exhale it forward through cheetah. Rise into warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1. Moving into warrior 2 on the way to extended side angle, your version. Back through warrior 2. As you windmill your hands down, step back to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg high, bend the knee, stack your hips. Exhale it forward through cheetah, step it through and find warrior 1. Warrior 2. On your way through to extended side angle, you really just touch on warrior 2 in this sequence. Through warrior 2, windmill your hands down, step back to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your next exhale, look forward and step or hop, forward fold. Inhale, rise to standing, hands above your head. Exhale, hands to your heart. Now, take a wide-legged position, pulling your feet isometrically toward each other. So your toes are both facing forward, keeping that integrity in your legs with the flat back coming to a forward fold. Just release your head and feel the weight of your head create space down your spine here. If you want to grab your ankles and pull them in, pull your ankles towards you. Maybe walk over to one side, grab one ankle. And then walk back to center and grab the other ankle. And then release that ankle. Walk your hands back to center. Walk your hands out as far as you can, just for one breath. Grounding into that left hand, lift the right hand up for a gentle twist. Exhale that hand down. Inhale, lift the other hand up. Exhale that hand down. Walk your hands back toward your feet and rise, slowly rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Walk your feet in a few inches and sit down into Malasana. If you want to come into a Malasana twist here, you can bring your left hand around your left knee and your right arm goes around to meet it, and you fumble like I do to grab hands behind you. And then release that and come around to the other side. Walk your hands out, get a little stretch in the back. Come down onto the mat here. We're moving into the cooling down period. Lie flat on your back, and we're going to come into a brief core exercise. Your legs are straight above you. I like to put my hands underneath my hips. Engage your stomach in and up, Uddiyana Bandha, as you lower your feet slowly, little pieces at a time. Don't let them touch the ground. Slowly lowering them on your own breath, and then lift them back on your own breath. Keep doing it, keeping the integrity of your core, and then release. Maybe roll out your back for a second. If you want to windmill your knees side to side, you can do that. Otherwise, come into bridge. You can be on your tippy toes in bridge for something different if that appeals. Making sure your chin is lifted and no part of your neck is on the ground. And please don't turn toward the screen during this. You want to keep your head facing the ceiling. And lower slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, lift your hips again for a second and final bridge. If you want to clasp your hands together this time, that's the invitation. Lift your heart a little bit more toward your chin. Lift your chin, or gently push the back of your head into the ground. Making sure your knees are in line with your hips and aren't splaying out to the side or touching each other. They're a yoga block apart from each other. Release your hands and roll down one vertebrae at a time. Bring your feet out a little bit wider and windmill your legs from side to side. Coming into reclined figure four pose, bring your right ankle in front of your left knee and clasp behind your left thigh. Sink deeper into the mat. Release the leg. Switch legs, bringing your left ankle in front of your right knee. Be sure to keep the integrity of that knee joint by activating the foot closest to your face, pulling it back. And that protects your knee. So you're stretching the muscles and not the joint. Sink deeper. Release your feet. You're going to come into a supine twist. So straightening your left leg, bring your right knee up and across your body. Final twist of the day. Notice all the oxygen you've got flowing in those organs by the contraction and the expansion you've done today from all the twists. Come back to center and switch legs. Coming to twist on the other side. Do whatever version of a twist works for you. I like to bring my arm up and down because my chest is usually tight. Just sink deeper into the mat here. You've done so well. And when you're ready, come back to center. Coming into the final pose of the day is going to be Happy Baby, but if there's a different pose you'd like to do, then I invite you to do that now. I like to get funky with Happy Baby. I've never seen a baby, and I've seen a lot of babies, including my own, and they've never just sat there. So this is just my personal choice. And for Savasana today, I'm going to have my legs in butterfly with my knees out to the side. But if you can't sit in that position for a couple of minutes, then I invite you to be in corpse pose. And this is only a quick Savasana, but you've really earned it. So don't deprive yourself of this moment. Just let go, lie down, close your eyes, and give yourself the gift of being completely present in this moment in your body. Soften your jaw. Soften your shoulders, releasing all tension into the earth. Soften your stomach. Feel your hips sink into your mat. Let go. When you're ready, keeping your eyes closed, move into the fetal position onto your right side. You can push yourself up to a comfortable seat, or you can lie there, whatever works for you. But keep your eyes closed and bring your hands into prayer mudra. Thank you for practicing with me today. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.